Good morning, everyone. So I am reading this book called A Course in Miracles, and I just finished it the other day, but I opened it to a random page. Sometimes I open books to a random page and say, what is one thing that I need to see? It's kind of like speaking to your intuition. What is one thing that I need to do in my life that can help me get a little bit better? Maybe it's just like, oh, I'm going to do the dishes, intuition, your intuition guides you. Anyway, so I opened the book, and this is what I saw I wanted to share with you. So it said, the light is in you. Darkness can cover it, but cannot put it out. As the light comes nearer, you will rush to darkness, shrinking from truth, sometimes retreating to the lesser forms of fear, and sometimes to stark terror. But you will advance, because your goal is the advance from fear to truth. The goal you accepted is the goal of knowledge, for which you signified your willingness. Fear seems to live in darkness, and when you are afraid, you have stepped back. Let us then join quickly in an instant of light, and it will be enough to remind you that your goal is light. Truth has rushed to meet you since you called upon it. If you knew who walked beside you on the way that you have chosen, fear would be impossible. You do not know because the journey into darkness has been long and cruel, and you have gone deep into it. A little flicker of your eyelids, closed so long, has been sufficient to give you confidence in yourself so long despised. You go towards love still hating it, and terribly afraid of its judgment upon you. And you do not realize that you are afraid of love, but only of what you have made of it. You are advancing to love's meaning and away from all illusions in which you have surrounded it. When you retreat to the illusion, your fear increases, for there is little doubt that what you think it means is fearful. Yet what is fear? Yet what is that to us who travel surely and swiftly away from fear? And so they like in this book they talk about like how we feel when we feel chaotic like in our bodies, we are experiencing fear. We are experiencing illusions because when we feel at peace and when we feel at wholeness, we feel calm and in a state of health. And so I love this book. How I found this book was so random. So one of my friends sent me a YouTube video like probably a year ago at this point, and it was this lady talking about this book. She was teaching about A Course in Miracles. There's no author. This is called The Foundation for Inner Peace. And she was teaching about this book, and I have a neighbor who I live next to who's so sweet. I think of her as like one of my elders. She's 80 years old, and she's been like a great mentor and guide to me on my journey, just like with my spirit, and always encouraging me to, find what truly makes me happy and whatnot. Listen to my intuition. So I was telling her, I said, "Oh my gosh, I just came across this thing on this video on YouTube. It was talking about A Course in Miracles. Like, have you ever heard of it?" And she was like, "Rachel, I've done the Course in Miracles like 40 years ago." She said, "I have the books, they're yours." So she sure enough pulled out the books and handed them to me right there. And what a blessing, what a gift. I feel so blessed. But I also have a few notes as I take a lot of notes for this book because there's so much good things in it, And I used to like curdle away from the word, God and Holy Spirit, right? Because I grew up Catholic, but I then identified as an atheist, and I didn't want to have anything to do with religion or spirituality because I thought that people were just trying to tell me what to do, and I don't like when people tell me what to do. But as I come to find out, religion is designed to teach health, and this book is more like, I view religion more like as psychology now. And so this book is it's just great. It's like psychology, if I had to say. So this is a few notes. You might resonate with some of these. We shall see. Okay, so it says, this is just random notes that I took. Your day is not at random. Your will is boundless. Recognize that you are free. Decide for idols and you ask for loss. Decide for truth and everything is yours. It is not form you seek. It rests in certainty and perfect peace. The truth could never be attacked. He was mistaken. He misunderstood what made him safe. What do your scripts reflect except your plans for what the day should be? It is but your interpretations which are lacking in stability, for they are not in line with what you really are. You never hate your brother for his sins, but only for your own. I like that one a lot. All roads that lead away from what you are will lead you to confusion and despair. I love that one. All roads that lead you away from what you are will lead you to confusion and despair. Forgive yourself your madness and forget all senseless journeys and all goalless aims. They have no meaning. You cannot escape from what you are. So I think that I love this book because it's just what I always try to talk about, in meaning that, you know, your intuition guides you. Your body is your intuitive compass. Like, if you are doing things and you're going through life and you feel stressful or you feel chaotic, you know, that's your body giving you symptoms for something greater that you need to pay attention to, right? If I'm getting cramps and headaches before I start my cycle, or let's say you're just someone who has chronic cramps and headaches, your body is asking you for certain things. It is asking you for either more minerals, but other than that, minerals is how we cope with the fatigue and headache. We need to go deeper and say, why am I in this chronic state of depletion? What is it in my life, in my daily rhythm, from the moment I'm waking up? What is in my daily rhythm that is out of harmony with who I truly am? You know, and one of the best things I could say to you is, if you're in a place like this where you can't figure out what's going on, ask yourself, a thought is a prayer. I didn't like the word prayer for a long time, okay? It's come back to me. I've been a little bit more lenient with it. But a thought is a prayer. So if you ask yourself, you say, what is one thing I could do in the morning that really excites me? Like, what really, really fills my cup up and gives me joy? Because I think when we experience burnout and fatigue, I've heard this before from someone else, it's not necessarily that we are, you know, that we need to take something out or something needs to go away. Sometimes it's just that we're not doing the things that we love to do, the things that we really enjoy and fill us up. And so, you know, that's why I talk about it. When I have dessert, I enjoy it. You know, I thoroughly enjoy all the food that I have, everything that I'm doing. I'm going to enjoy it because, you know, joy is like your intuitive compass as well. You know, if you're eating the dessert and you're not enjoying it, you know, maybe you shouldn't have it. You know, but if you're gonna do it, enjoy it. Allow yourself to feel this joy. You know, and they say tension blocks your blessings. Our tension keeps us in a state of fight or flight in the nervous system, right? And this keeps us in an egoic state, in a place of fear and confusion. And we want to get back on that side where we feel, when we're on the parasympathetic side of the nervous system, where we feel calm and relaxed, where we have a moment to think and breathe and to plan ahead forward, right? In the same token of the cell, when the cell is at a calm state, it doesn't have to focus on immediate threat and danger. It can focus on your skin health. It can focus on your immune function, your immune health, right? So I love that book. I recommend that book to anybody, to everybody, maybe everybody. But anyway, I do wish you the best of luck. You're so beautiful. Remember to speak nice things to your little selves because they're listening to you just like a dog or a cat or a baby would be in the environment. Your cells are your little babies. So make sure you say nice things to them because they hear what you're saying. And your body is so intelligent, you know, more than we know is our intelligence. So beautiful and so great. So anyway, that's all I got. You can like, share, subscribe if you found this video helpful. Yeah, until next time, good luck.